Dear students, good morning. Today we are going to begin a new chapter that is On the Face of It from your book Vistas, and it is written by Suzanne Hill. So before jumping to the main points and summary, let's discuss the title of the story, On the Face of It. Can you have any idea about its meaning? It's a phrase actually, on the face of it. It means that the thing what appears like need not to be as the same, means appearances can be deceptive. Something which seems to be real maybe is not real. So on the face of it means something which is appearance wise different but inside different. About the author, Suzanne Hill is an English author of fiction and non-fiction works. Her novels include The Woman in Black, The Mist in the Mirror, and I Am the King of the Castle, for which she received the Somerset Maugham Award in 1971. Theme of the chapter: appearances are deceptive, which can cheat. And most often, we go on dealing with impressions and prejudices about others without bothering to know them. How do we judge people? By their appearance. The play deals with the sense of loss, a sense of isolation, and how to overcome it. The actual pain caused by a physical impairment, physical handicap, is often much less than the sense of alienation felt by the person. Means the physical pain doesn't give that pain, the pain given by the isolation is more than the physical pain. The title on the face of it is used to mean that something seems to be good, true, etc., but that needs to be changed when you know more about it. When you know something, then you know about it, not by just the appearance. So, summary: we have two main characters here, Derry and Mr. Lamb. Derry, a young boy of 14 only, enters Mr. Lamb's garden hesitantly. When he comes out of the bushes, he is surprised to hear Mr. Lamb talking to him. He thought there is no one inside, but when he entered, Mr. Lamb was talking to him. Mr. Lamb warns him, Derry, about the crab apples that usually fell in the long grass from the tree. Derry was shocked on hearing a voice. Mr. Lamb introduced himself and also said that small sour apples, known as crab apples, had fallen on the ground. If Derry would not be careful while walking through the grass, he could trip over them and get hurt. So here from the first slide you can see that Derry was a kind of a hesitant kind of boy, and Mr. Lamb was a very cool and caring kind of person who cared for Derry. Derry said that he didn't know that someone was present in the garden. He thought it to be empty, and even the house seemed empty to him. Mr. Lamb tried to comfort him by saying that the house was empty as he was out in the garden. Mr. Lamb was not having any problem if Derry had entered the garden. It was Derry who was actually feeling very awkward. He also asked him not to be afraid. Derry wanted to leave the place. Mr. Lamb tried and to stop him and said that there was no need to leave the garden just because of him. He also told him that he kept the gate open for people. It was only Derry who jumped the wall. So Derry did not come through the gate, he came through the wall. Derry got angry for being pointed at like that. Derry did not like that Mr. Lamb was noticing him. He also clarified that he hadn't come to steal anything from there. Derry clarified this to Mr. Lamb. Mr. Lamb agreed by saying that at many times apples had been stolen by young boys, and that Derry was not so young who could steal the apples. But still Derry wanted to leave. Derry was a person who did not like being with people. So when he saw Mr. Lamb, he just wanted to go from there. It was Mr. Lamb who was stopping him with his talks. Mr. Lamb told him not to be afraid of him and asked him to stay there for a while. Derry told him that he was not afraid of anyone, rather, people were afraid of him. Here, for the first time, Derry tells Mr. Lamb that he was not afraid of people, people were afraid of him. Lamb asked him the reason for that. He told him that he knew what people thought and how they behaved in front of him. So Derry shared this thing with Mr. Lamb, that people behaved differently when he was not around. Mr. Lamb questioned him about what others thought of him. Derry said that people got scared on seeing his face. Okay, so the reason of people getting afraid was Derry's face. Some considered it bad or ugly, while some even took pity on him by saying that he was a poor boy. There was some problem with his face. His one sided face was actually burnt with acid. He added that they were fake, the people were fake. Actually, they all were afraid of his face. Some who showed pity, they were also afraid. He even got scared of his own face when he looked into the mirror. Derry said, "It's not people's fault. I myself get afraid when I see my face into the mirror." He added that Mr. Lamb will also pity him, but in his heart, he will also be scared of Derry. Derry got annoyed and said that he did not like the company of people when Mr. Lamb persuaded him to stop. Mr. Lamb guessed that maybe his face got burnt in some fire. Derry told him that it was due to acid that had burned half of his face. So here Derry told Mr. Lamb that his face was burnt with, not with fire, but with acid. He was so sad that he kept on repeating that acid ate his face and that it would never get cured. He repeatedly said this thing. Mr. Lamb did not agree with him. Derry thought that he was not interested in his story because Mr. Lamb was not sympathetic to Derry's face very much. So Derry thought this person is not interested in my story because Derry is used to this thing that people come and ask his story and show pity and go. But Mr. Lamb is not like that. He is a motivating kind of person who believes that whatever has happened with you should be avoided now and you should do something for the future. To this, Mr. Lamb said that he was interested in each and every creation of God. He pointed out at a wall and asked him what he saw beyond it. Now, Mr. Lamb said that it's not like that, I'm not interested in you. Mr. Lamb said, I'm interested in each and everything. Mr. Lamb said that he wasn't afraid of Derry. Derry was shocked to hear that. For the first time, he saw a person who was not afraid of looking at his face. Then Mr. Lamb told him that he would bring a ladder and stick and pick fine and ripe crab apples as they made a good jelly. He also told him that in September they get ripe and become a magic fruit having orange and golden color. So finally Mr. Lamb and Derry, they both have started talking about their own lives. Mr. Lamb's complete life is in the garden. So he's telling that he makes jelly and when does the color of the apple change. He also asked him to join him in doing so, in plucking the apples. Derry pointed him for changing the topic just like other people did. Derry did not like this. Derry just wanted to talk about his face. You can see such depressed people who just want to be asked, "Oh, what happened to you?" and they just want to tell their story and be more upset. There are so many people in the story who just take you can say entertainment of your story and you just keep telling your secrets and depressions and all. So Derry was used to this. When Mr. Lamb did not ask him about his story and he was not showing that much sympathy, he thought, why have you changed the topic for? For him this is a very new thing. He added that Mr. Lamb did not ask him about his face because he was afraid of asking about it. Derry replied that there were weeds or unwanted plants. When Mr. Lamb said, "See the wall, see that wall, what it is?" Derry said, "Yes, there are unwanted plants, weeds." Mr. Lamb explained that there were a number of plants in his garden. There were flowers, trees, and herbs. Some plants were considered good and some were called weeds by normal people. It was not because they were different, all of them were green in color, so appearance is same. It was about how people considered them to be herbs or weeds. This is the name given by the people. In reality, they all were same, just like Derry and himself. Derry did not agree to this. Derry did not agree that all the human beings are same and everything. Mr. Lamb told him that there was no difference. He was young and Mr. Lamb was old. He had a burned face and Mr. Lamb had a tin leg. So here, coming to the half of the story, Mr. Lamb, who was seeming to be very cool and positive and lively person, he shared that he was also in pain. He also had a tin leg, but he was not a person like Derry who just cried over their pain. Mr. Lamb kept himself busy in other things and he did not think more about his pain. But Derry was opposite. He always thought about his face and he always cared what people thought about him. Mr. Lamb was not like that. He never thought what people thought about him or not. He was just busy in his garden. Derry asked him the reason behind his tin leg. He replied that it got damaged in an explosion many years ago. Kids teased him by calling Lemmy Lamb. So Derry was teased by people because people were afraid of him and they were not comfortable with him. And Mr. Lamb was also teased by kids and maybe adults too. Derry said that he could cover the tin leg with his trousers so that no one could see it. Mr. Lamb said that it did not bother him and people would get tired of teasing him and would start discussing something else. So, this is the pain of some people who have this kind of physical impairment. What happens to them wherever they go, the people talk about them. They keep on talking about them, and the person who is physically impaired feels so much isolated and pain. This is the problem in society, that we people humiliate or tease these kind of people who are already in pain. Mr. Lamb suggested that things like crab apples, weeds, spiders, and the tall sunflowers could also be some of the other things that people would probably, possibly look at and discuss. Mr. Lamb says that they would stop discussing about my leg after some time because they will get bored, then they will talk about something else. So it means society and people are made to talk about something. So if they are talking about you, you or your impairment or something, do not listen to them. Derry commented that other things mentioned by Mr. Lamb were just things. Mr. Lamb replied that all the things were related to each other, just like beauty is related to the beast, that is, beautiful creation is related to ugliness. This is a story as well, Beauty and the Beast. Derry was confused. Mr. Lamb asked for Derry's opinion. Derry replied that often he had heard people saying that beauty is not related to one's appearance. Rather, inner beauty is our real beauty. He said that once a beautiful girl loved the beast for who he was and kissed him, which turned the beast into a handsome prince. So, handsome is one who does handsome. The real beauty lies inside. Appearances are deceptive. This is the message given by Mr. Lamb to Derry. This makes Derry understand that ugliness is only skin deep. Ugliness can only be inside. A man is not what he looks like, but what he really is. Handsome is that handsome does. This story is to inspire Derry, and he should not care for his burnt face. But Derry tells that people stare at his face and they are afraid of him. Derry tells Lamb that women talk of his ugly face. They say that no one will kiss except his mother. Mr. Lamb tells him that he must have heard so many other things also. So, whatever you hear about yourself, you should avoid it. Further, Mr. Lamb motivated him by saying that he can do anything like other people or may do better than others. He asked Lamb several questions to know more about him. Now, in the beginning, Derry just wanted to go out, but while coming to the end of the story, he started talking to Mr. Lamb. He liked his ideology, he liked his lifestyle. Mr. Lamb says that he sits in the sun and reads the books. He likes the windows open to hear the wind. Lamb tells that he has a lot of friends everywhere. Everybody who comes in his garden is his friend. He is not bound that friendship should be two-sided. He thinks that somebody who comes to my garden, talks to me, is my friend. Derry wonders how a person can be his friend about whom he knows nothing. Derry says that there are some people he hates, but Lamb remarks that hatred would do him more harm than any bottle of acid. Means hatred is more harmful than acid. So in this way, Mr. Lamb is telling Derry a lot of things. Derry who is hesitant, Derry who is broken, Derry who feels that only outer beauty is the important thing in anyone's life, is taught so many things by Mr. Lamb. Mr. Lamb said acid only burns our face or so, but hatred can burn us away inside. Lamb asked him to be a friend. Derry asks how they can be friends only in one meeting. But Lamb tells him that he can come there at any time, even if he is out. So that is for every person. Mr. Lamb's garden was open for everyone every time. Derry thinks to help him. Derry finds that Mr. Lamb is a good person. He tells Lamb that with one leg he can fall off a ladder and die. Derry offers to help him, but he wants to inform his mother where he is since she will be worried. So Derry asks Mr. Lamb that he will return to help Mr. Lamb, but first he'll go and tell his mother. Lamb doubts if he would come back. This one line is very important. Lamb, who is positive all the time, suddenly is doubtful that Derry would not come back. Why? Because it is his personal experience. People say that they will come back, but nobody comes back to Mr. Lamb. Somewhere Mr. Lamb is also lonely. Derry assures him to return, but Lamb says to himself that people never come back, though they say that they will come back. It is his experience that in the garden people come and say, we'll come back, but nobody comes back. So in this way, Mr. Lamb is also lonely. He talks to each and every person. He wants to be friend of each and every person who comes into the garden. But people just come there to have a look at the beauty of the garden, and they do not care about Mr. Lamb. Derry goes back to his house and tells everything to his mother. Derry says that he wants to go there, sit and listen to things. Nobody else has ever said the things the old man has said. Nobody has ever motivated Derry like Mr. Lamb. His mother stops him from going to the old man's house because he was lonely, and so mothers are overprotective always. She tells that she has heard strange stories about the old man. She urges him not to go there again. Urges means wishes. Derry insists that he must go there, otherwise he'll never go anywhere in this world. Now Derry is so motivated, he just wants to go and help this person, and he feels कि अगर वो आज नहीं गया तो वो कभी भी नहीं जा पाएगा. He would not come out of his pain. In spite of his mother's strong resistance opposed, Derry slams the door and runs away to help Lamb in collecting crab apples. तो although उसकी मम्मा ने मना किया, but still Derry went. Today he was so motivated. In the meantime, Mr. Lamb climbs on the ladder for the apples. The ladder falls back and Mr. Lamb is killed. Before Derry reaches, Mr. Lamb is actually died. Derry opens the gate and says excitedly that he has come back. Derry, from the gate he is saying this. He doesn't know that Mr. Lamb has fallen. Suddenly he catches sight of Mr. Lamb. He runs through the long grass and says, I came back, Lammy Lamb, I did come back. But there is no response. Derry kneels by him and weeps and realizes that he has lost his only friend in this world. So there was only one meeting between these two physically impaired persons, Mr. Lamb and Derry. But still this one meeting has changed Derry's life. If Derry had not met Mr. Lamb, his life would have been ruined like he was ruining it. लेकिन मिस्टर लैम ने उसको जाने से मैंने इतना मोटिवेट किया दैट ही इज़ गोइंग टू नाउ थिंक अबाउट अदर थिंग्स एक्सेप्ट हिज फेस. सो ही इज़ गोइंग टू लिव हिज लाइफ. दिस इज़ द स्टोरी. Please pre-read your text. If you will be pre-reading it, it will be very easy for you to understand that. From the next video, we will be starting its detailed explanation. Have a good day.